Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and I just checked on Amazon and the curved jaw versions of the Eagle Grip Malco pliers seem to be sold out. They've got a couple of flat jaw ones and then some of the welding ones, but that's all that's left. And if you're like me and you ordered about the day that my video dropped or a lot of the others, you may have ordered some of these just for some reason. Well, anyway, mine arrived, made in the USA. They came in a nice box. I've seen other people got them in plastic bags. I don't know if the reseller ordered them in bulk or whatever. But I also got another one here today, and that is this guy here. It is the Mr. Penn Locking Pliers. Look at that. You get a free gift. I don't know what it is. I hate to get very far down that rabbit hole. But here's their advertising. If for any reason you are not happy with your order, no matter how long it has been, so just email them. Oh, look at that. Comes with a mustache sticker. Very important. But anyway, this is it right here. The Mr. Penn Locking Plier. This was $7 on Amazon. That's like half the price of a pair of the Irwin locking pliers, which right now, you know, or I thought were about the lowest price ever. So I thought I'd compare these straight across to these Malco Snap-on rebrands, since they're pretty much the same size. Few differences I notice. Obviously, you can see maybe some thinness here. The rivets, I mean, they are using rivets. I guess that's a good thing, except right here. This looks like they just, I don't know what that is. If there's a pin in there, or they just, I think it's just that they indented it to hold the back jaw on, which, by the way, is quite similar. The Malco, you can see, this is the Malco here with the narrower top of the crosshatch. This is a little thicker crosshatch, but a fairly similar jaw. It has the cutters right there. You can see it's got basically a wedge knife and then a flat surface or an anvil, which is pretty much exactly what that one's got on it. Locking mechanism. This is a little narrower, I noticed. This screw into the bottom compared to the Malco. Not a big deal, but and the Malco, of course, has got this collar. That was one of the updates, as they actually put a reinforcement on it compared to how many are, where they just basically smash the two sides together and then thread it. Has a spring, pretty strong spring. Similar, this one, you can see a little longer spring, but same arrangement where they have the connector running it. I mean, there's not, I mean, it's very similar in design. Again, $7, and this was like $85 off the Snap-on truck. So we're talking about maybe 12 times as much. You can see the finish work. I've got tool marks across the top of the Malco. They ground down some. They tried to grind it down right here on the Mr. Penn. You can see they put that on a grinding wheel. This is kind of interesting, I noticed. I'm going to cinch those up. The Mr. Penn actually has this is the Mr. Penn, the cheap one. Actually has a little tighter jaw fit than the Malco. So let's grab something here. How about a Craftsman wrench? I'm going to crunch down on this guy. See how this feels, see where the play is. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to put some stress on that. hard to get this thing off. Ah, there we go. So as I apply the stress, see flex anywhere other than the mechanism? I'm not. Let's try the Malco here. Okay. Can back off, tighten it just a little. This one's a little spongier, a little easier to get off. Guess that's worth the money right there. But anyway, this is kind of interesting. I was going to get an inexpensive pair straight across to compare, whether or not it was an Irwin. I wasn't sure. A lot more play on the front end, probably because of that looseness right there. I bet I could put that in a vise and squish it and make these a little snugger. But there we go. I mean, it's hard to say that I want to spend 14 or 12 times as much to get these. Now obviously it is a snap-on, it is off the truck, it does have a lifetime warranty, or did anyway, but it's a simple design, you know. So where are you putting in the money? The nickel finish, better steel, you know, those are, compared to screwdrivers, compared to, you know, adjustable wrenches, even gigantic forged in the USA wrenches. That's a tough one to try to sell enough to stay in business. And sometimes these are almost sacrificial. You know, I use them on the drill press and they just get hammered. People use them for welding. Sometimes you connect body parts on your overlanding vehicle, you know, and keep them clamped shut, and then this becomes, you know, the latch or the, you know, the bolt until it falls off. Simple design, but $7, 86 bucks. I can see why this would be an uphill battle to try to sell, of all things, this particular type of tool. I know we've talked about this a bunch. Let me know in the comments what you think, but, you know, a $7 tool, made in China, of course, from a company that likes marketing. Kind of curious. Just was interested to see what it was going to be like, and glad I got these ahead of time. I don't know what I'll do with them. Put them in a safe and maybe put them on eBay in 10 years and then retire. I don't know. Anyway, with that, Doc out.